Land of the Dead is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Shout Factory. It can be found as a slipcover edition, available at your online retailers. I don't think many would argue that the first three Romero Dead movies very much had indie film roots. For Land of the Dead, this was certainly a Hollywood production, and along with that comes the good and the bad. Romero's direction is solid, the zombies are great, but something about how mainstream the overall film seems just never feels like you could compare this one to the prior movies, at least quality-wise. The movie is too polished and clean. The rawness of a Romero zombie film is missing, for me at least. It's an okay film, but far from great in the genre. Land of the Dead on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 235:1 with native 4K resolution, and it supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision transfer. The 4K disc itself features the unrated version of the film, whereas the accompanying Blu-rays include the theatrical and unrated cuts. Shout Factory's 4K transfer of Land of the Dead underwent a 2024 restoration from the original camera negative. The source condition is pretty clean, and I didn't notice any major blemishes or issues in the picture. Film grain is properly filmic and looks solid. Bit rates are generally healthy and consistent throughout the runtime. As this was derived from the actual 4K source as opposed to the previous edition's 2K interpositive scan, textures and details are given much more weight and have even better definition. Whenever on screen, the zombies look that much more gross, and you can see where the makeup effects were really on point in this film. Close-ups especially reveal even more entertaining and disgusting nuances in the undead, and even the live people show beneficial gains in this area. If you're familiar with the film, you know it's not an inherently colorful one, but Dolby Vision still manages to enhance the palette to a satisfying degree. If you're looking for some visual flourish, as it were, the interior of Kaufman's Tower, where the wealthy live and congregate, is warm and inviting. In the residential areas and outskirts of the city, eye-catching primaries tone down a bit, but are no less impactful when they are on screen. Skin tones are natural and look good. The film mostly takes place at night, and black levels are very nicely rendered. Night scenes look appropriately dark, and light sources often contrast well. Shadow detail is good, with no instances of crush spotted. Land of the Dead on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio mix, as well as a DTS 5.1 and 2.0 tracks. An always welcome addition is a new Dolby Atmos featured on the main 4K disc of the unrated cut. It's worth keeping expectations in check, as the new mix doesn't fundamentally change what came before, but instead offers a nice enhancement and noteworthy expansion of the film's sound design. The Sky Flowers, or as fireworks are known in the film, produce some expected height channel activity whenever they are employed. The film's various action scenes also utilize the heights here and there, but they are generally static and less dynamic than what you might get from a modern sound mix. As the zombie hordes make their destructive way to the film's centralized location, the chaos erupts in the middle and rears with satisfying results. Mild ambience and music also pour through the surround environment on the regular. In-film dialogue is clean with no problems to report, and the front speakers nicely complement the center channel. The low end has a very nice impactful presence when things really start hitting the fan. The low-level rumble of Dead Reckoning often moves the needle, as does gunfire and explosions throughout the film. Located on the accompanying two Blu-ray discs of the theatrical and unrated cuts of the film, each disc offers some supplements and bonus materials which appear to be direct ports from previous releases. There is a wide variety to dive into with these two sets of bonus features, everything from legacy audio commentaries, from one from director George Romero and the other from zombie performers featured in the film. There is also a general making of, deleted scenes, screen tests, sit-down interviews, and much more spread across both Blu-rays. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Land of the Dead on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A-. Shout Factory's 4K transfer of the film is, in my opinion, a very nice upgrade over the previous Blu-ray from the label. While this is not the most colorful movie, the palette is nicely reinforced with Dolby Vision, and the 4K resolution uptick shows off all details of the decaying undead. To my eyes, this is the best the film has ever looked on a physical format. For the audio, I scored this one an A. I'm always a big fan of the film that upgrades its audio to a Dolby Atmos track, and Land of the Dead certainly didn't disappoint in this department. The film's sound design gets much more room to breathe and makes really good use of the additional speaker real estate. If you're an audiophile, I think you'll enjoy what's here. For the extras, I graded them an A. There's a solid amount of extras to dive into, and even though there aren't any additional new features included with this release, I think if you're new to the film, the bonus materials will be more than worth your time. If you're an old fan, however, these are certainly worth a revisit. So that is my review of Land of the Dead on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Shout Factory. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comment section. Now I want to hear from you in the comment section. If you have the 4K disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365. I will see you at the movies.